What's good, YouTube family, man? We back with another video, back with another reaction, man. Y'all seen that title, y'all seen that thumbnail, man. Every time I tap in with the family, it's always some crazy ass shit, dog. The fuck is the pastor doing? The fuck is the pastor doing? Married Memphis pastor killed at local bar by his secret lover in the middle of the night. Pastor. New to the channel, welcome. Return of viewer, welcome back, man. Appreciate anybody who clicked on the video. You are real when I fuck with you, man. Hopefully everybody having a good, blessed day so far. It's still early in the morning, but still, hopefully everybody having a good, blessed day. I am going to be rolling up a little blizzy in this video. The blunt kind of a little stale, so hopefully we get this bit right. Look, man, enough all that talking. We finna go ahead and get into this video and see what the fuck going on, man.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
This coming June will be 19 years.
19 years. And no one thought we would make it 19 years. They probably didn't think we would make it 19 days.
I didn't think we would make it 19 days at first. After the wedding, it was rough.
We tell people we've been happily married for 11 years. Yeah, because it's so important how everything could blend together and just become a big blur. And you need that time to pour into your spouse, for your spouse to pour into you, and even an opportunity just for you to celebrate, love on, and appreciate each other. So it's an opportunity to minister to each other. What would you say?
Well, I would say like this. I like the way you use the word blur. You have to be able to separate your bride from God's bride.
That's a good answer.
And the Lord is going to take care of his. So I like it when Back Daddy takes care of his.
I takes care of mine. I takes care of mine. With the help of the Holy Ghost.
Amen.
Breaking news on your news leader at 4 today. We're learning more about what may have happened to a well-known pastor who died in the streets of Memphis early this morning.
It was involving a female shooter male who was constantly approaching her in an aggressive manner.
You know what they say, fam. What's done in the dark always come to the light. Fam, today we're going to Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, where reports that a popular pastor was shot and killed outside a South Memphis bar, and apparently a woman was arrested. But I want to start this video off a little different. Look at this mugshot. Now, this is the mugshot of the woman who admitted to pulling the trigger, who we'll later identify in the story. But check out this grin. If we read facial expressions, what would that facial expression say to you? Now, I probably know what you're thinking, but hold that thought. This pastor is married, and that's not his wife. And according to people close to the situation, this woman was just fed up. Today we go over this story, disclose all public details, pay our respects to the pastor, talk about his career, where he preached at, and also briefly about his family, at least what's being presented to the public. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. It's important to know that none of us is perfect. None of us is above the next person. Family Pastor Ricky Floyd, and this is his wife, Sheila Floyd. She's the co-pastor. He's the pastor of Pursuit of God Transformation Center in Memphis, Tennessee. They also the co-founder and vice president of Salvation Revelation Ministries Incorporation, a 501c3 not-for-profit outreach ministry. They were a loving family who gave back to the community in different ways for decades. They were, and still are, a staple to the community. 12 years ago, they did a rare interview talking about some of the things they did for the community, like hosting workshops for teen pregnancy and different outlets they provided for the youth. And they briefly talked about during that time they had over 100 participants, largely from an ex-gang member who found Jesus while he was incarcerated and managed to get over 70 youth to sign up alongside the help of his mother. Shout out to her. Check out the clip.
Like registration starts at 8, it's over at 5, but it's a one-stop shop.
One-stop shop. So Pursuit of God Church, and we're talking about the Single Parents Conference that they have going on July 21st. So joining us now is their youth outreach minister, and that's Ms. Venetia.
We're planning for our future. We'll do some talks about college and preparing for that. For our younger kids, we'll do some talks about getting ready to enter high school, you know, in the upcoming school year. So we have a big day planned for them.
Yeah, and this part of the conference actually starts Friday. At what time Friday starts?
It starts on Friday at 5:30, so we'll go from 5:30 to 9 p.m. And then we'll reconvene on Saturday morning from 9 to 12:30. Because we've partnered with Labana Healthcare on this, and it's a 6-hour curriculum. So we want them to get the full 6 hours, not 3, not 5:15. We want them to get the full 6-hour experience because it's very important and very helpful for them.
Yeah, and because of the partnership with Labana that we have with Labana, we're able to give each one of the children that participate in this, we're able to give them a $20 gift certificate and also 2 passes to the movie. So
they said 12 years ago or some shit like that, right? I don't know, but I'm finna fast forward this bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to get to the story, nigga.
The police department said officers were called to a shooting scene at 855 Kentucky Street just before the second week of March in 2025, and Miss Sheila's life would change forever. Wednesday, March 12, 2025, the Memphis Police Department said officers were called to a shooting scene at 855 Kentucky Street just before 1:20 a.m. They said a man was found dead in the street between Eagle Distributing Company and Mama's Bar and Grill. The bar owner, Eric, said the shooting took place in the street and at the bar's parking lot. Pastor Floyd was deceased on the scene, losing his life at just 58 years old. May he rest in peace. I love condolences to his family. Apparently it was an altercation that started inside the bar and spilled outside to the street. 2 women was involved. Only one was identified. That woman was later identified as Samantha Marion, 42 years old. She was charged with voluntary manslaughter and being held on a $100,000 bail while pleading not guilty. Now, much details wasn't released about their relationship, if any, and the details about what happened in the bar, except a cell phone of Samantha's was thrown on the floor by the pastor. And that's when allegedly all hell broke loose. But before we continue on that, I want you guys to check out what people were saying on social media. People close, allegedly, to this pastor and Samantha. One person wrote, that man been messing with Sam for years. She wasn't no secret. He even blacked her eye one time. These pastors who y'all give y'all money to break y'all necks on Sunday mornings to run up in a church to listen to that foolishness. Trust, his wife wasn't in the dark about nothing. And excuse they grammar. Now, I also want to point out, on the pastor's social media, his last social media post had the words, every tough conversation does not have to be argumentative.
You could be owed up to $500,000 from Uber's alleged misconduct settlement. Discover.
Breaking news on your news leader at 4 today. We're learning more about what may have happened to a well-known pastor who died in the streets of Memphis early this morning. Pastor Ricky Floyd was shot and killed outside a South Memphis bar and kitchen. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman.
And I'm April Thompson. We're just getting information in from police this afternoon. An affidavit says 3 people, including a woman who is now charged, got into an argument with Pastor Floyd. It goes on to say that a video from Mama's Bar and Kitchen shows Floyd threw the suspect's phone to the ground along with the beer can.
Now, police say he started to drive away but got out and walked toward her. Then she reportedly moved toward Floyd, and that's when police say he walked backwards away from her and then fell to the ground. Of course, this has all sent shockwaves all across Memphis and the Mid-South.
Indeed, those in the community as well as other pastors are responding hours after learning the man who preached nonviolence is one of the city's latest victims of violence.
Crime scene tape blowing violently in the wind marks the spot where a violent attack happened overnight. It was just after 1 a.m. when police were called here to Mama's Bar and Kitchen at the corner of Kentucky Street.
You a whole pastor. You got a whole wife. Sir, the fuck was you doing at the bar at 1 something in the morning, bro? Riddle me that. Cause what the fuck?
and E.H. Crump Boulevard. Listen as dispatch relays information from Broadcastify.
It was involving a female shooter male who was constantly approaching her in an aggressive manner.
Police, along with other first responders, soon arrived, but there was nothing they could do. This ambulance sat idle, as the man shot was never rushed away from the scene. Instead, this is where he was pronounced dead. The victim, we learned, is Pastor Ricky Floyd, the senior lead pastor of Pursuit of God Transformation Center in Fraser.
I don't know what to say. A pastor would be slaughtered. It's just rare, and I guess it's rare, but it seems to be an occurrence that's happening more often.
A manager here at Mama's Bar and Kitchen told us off camera this did not happen inside the establishment. They're also telling us it happened once they closed up. She wanted to make that clear. However, what's unclear is what prompted the deadly shooting. A source with first-hand knowledge of the case says there was a dispute between Pastor Floyd and a woman later identified as Samantha Marion. The source goes on to say the pastor threw her phone before things spilled into the streets and then spiraled out of control, ending with Samantha Marion allegedly shooting and killing the pastor. She has since been charged with voluntary manslaughter, a killing in which someone is said to have acted in the heat of passion. While police continue piecing together what happened, there's a community far and wide grappling with grief.
To all of those in Memphis and Shelby County and throughout the country and throughout the world that had the chance to encounter this brother's life and ministry. So it's definitely a time to mourn.
For your news leader in South Memphis, Jarita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
And that police affidavit says the suspect, 42-year-old Samantha Marion, admitted to the shooting. She's charged with voluntary manslaughter and is set to be in court tomorrow. And earlier today, Dr. Keith Norman, pastor of First Baptist Church Broad, spoke with us about his colleague and good friend.
While he was a great preacher, the staple of his mark on the city of Memphis would be his love and care for people and innovative approach to doing ministry outside of the pulpit and outside of the four walls of the church. He was strongly committed to that, and I'm prayerful that we will remain focused in that area and keep that legacy alive.
Now, despite who that lady was, to that pastor, he shouldn't have lost his life like that. But we don't know really what happened that led up to that situation. It's more developed. I'll keep you guys updated. But nonetheless, we do want to say, once again, Pastor Ricky, rest in peace, and love and condolences to your family. We send our love and prayers your way. Fam, this was the story of a Memphis pastor being gunned down at a local bar in the middle of the night by a woman who he allegedly had a relationship with, according to people on social media, who's allegedly close to the situation. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And today,
hey man, look, R.I.P. to the pastor. My condolences to his family and stuff like that, man. The world just getting crazy and crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, the world getting crazy as fuck. All I can say, man, I can't even really see myself on the camera. It be so fucking smoked out in this hole. But yeah, man, Lord, that's the end of this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Hit that bell so you be notified anytime I upload or do anything on the channel, man. Follow me on all my social medias. I don't make me a Snapchat for my YouTube Reacts with Jay, man. Make sure y'all go follow. I'm gonna be posting just straight YouTube content over there, smoking content, just everything that I'll be posting over here that I'll probably get like flagged for and age restricted and all that, man. That be gonna be on Snapchat and IG, man, so y'all make sure y'all go tap in and tune into all that. But yeah, man, that's the end of this video. I'm up out of here, gang.